I'd like to call our regular meeting to order at this time. The time is now 6:21, and the date is 2022. March the 9th. Thank you. 2022. And I'll proceed with roll call. Mr. Lee Senegini.
Present.
Mr. Ronald Begay.
Present.
Mrs. Serafina Adson. Mrs. Joanne Totachitney. And Mrs. Harriet Sloan, present. We do have a quorum for our meeting, and we'd like to go ahead and move to a moment of silence. And just a reminder, we have such turmoil in our world, and some good wishes to them. Thank you very much. We'd like to ask you to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Senegini, can you please recite the pledge for us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Senegini. And again, I'd like to welcome staff, Mr. Shaw, and our acting superintendent and fellow board members. Thank you for being here tonight. The adoption of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
Do I have a second? I have a motion by Mr. Lee Senegini to adopt the agenda as presented and seconded by Ms. Joanne Totachitney. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Hearing no nays. Motion carries.
The first item is call to the public.
Mr. Orson McMahon, and with our students in our school.
So I'll read the guidelines. Any person wishing to on a non-agenda item will be granted time to make a presentation at the discretion of the presiding chair. Individual remarks will be limited to 3 minutes. Members of the governing board may not discuss items that are not specifically identified on the agenda. Therefore, pursuant to ARS 38-431.01G, action taken as a result of public comment will be limited to directing staff to study the matter, responding to any criticism, or scheduling the matter for further consideration and decision at a later date.
Okay, good evening, school board members, staff, all the public, and voice. Real quick, just a concern that I had. I've been coming to the school, voicing my concerns about a lot of things, and I couldn't help to wonder if, the individuals who are helping me and voicing my concerns about things I see, got them in trouble, and it really bothers me on that. But the thing is, I'm here because I think we need new leadership. New leadership out there in the schools, in the departments, because I'm out there as a stakeholder. I go out there, recognize, then I talk to people, and a lot of people, voicing their concerns about things. And I tell them, you got to go to the school board. You got to get there, and you got to talk to them and tell them what your concerns are. There's a lot of things that I see around that. It was also reported to me when I worked here, and now it feels weird being on the other side having to report it. So basically, the students, we're all here, everything, all all this was made possible by the students, salaries of everybody. And we gotta remember that. The problem is, it seems like we're straying away from that. We need new leadership. I'm getting tired of people coming up to me and saying, oh, well, they're saying this to me in school, I'm talking to children, they're saying, oh, we're getting yelled at. Those are things that need to be investigated. Please look into them. I support everyone here, all the way from the employees all the way to the superintendent, but you gotta do it correctly. You've got to save. This is the children's money. Please do something. I'm getting tired of this merry-go-round. People coming in, people coming out. We need to focus on the people that are here, who've been here 10 years and more. The ones that you recently hired are the ones that are leaving. But they're the ones who got the bigger salary as opposed to the ones who are here. So look into those things. I urge you, I beg you guys to do those things. And look at the leadership. A lot of these people are in roles, a lot of them I know they just got put in there, without any interviews or anything. I mean, aren't we supposed to interview people and get the best person? But a couple of years ago, we just started putting people into positions without doing that interview, which probably could be a violation. They should look into that. So I'm just getting tired. I know we got that agenda and everything else on there. I just want to see what's going to happen, how it's going to play out. But I'm here for the kids. It's their school, and please do it. I always came in, people say, oh, run for school board, but I say I can't. I'm with the competing school. It's unethical for me to be here to do something when I work for another school. And that's just how I feel. I guess my time's up.
Morrison, appreciate your comments.
If there's any other call to the public, that was the only one. Action item, we have executive session. Discussion and possible action regarding Superintendent Terry Myers' employment, possible executive session for ARS 38-431.0381, personnel, and 38-431.0383, advice from legal counsel. Item 2 is discussion and possible action regarding Terry Myers' request to modify the terms of his administrative assignment. Possible executive session for ARS 38A1, personnel 38-431.0383, advice from legal counsel.
What is the recommendation of the board? Motion? I have a motion. Do I have a second to that motion? I have a motion from Ms. Todachini.
Madam President, just a clarification on the executive session. Are we going in just for item number 1 or both? Both? Okay.
Okay, we have a motion by Ms. Joanne Todachini to go into executive session to address items 1 and 2 under C, seconded by Ms. Serafina Adson. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes, no nays, motion carries.